9 warning signs of stroke 1 month before. A stroke occurs when the blood flow to the brain gets disrupted. In around 80% of instances, this happens due to a blood clot or a blocked artery. Sometimes, strokes can occur if the blood vessel itself gets damaged. When the brain cells don't receive enough oxygen due to this interruption, they can die if the lack of supply continues for an extended period. The impact of a stroke varies based on how long the blood flow is halted. A transient ischemic attack, TIA, often called a mini-stroke, occurs when the blood vessel is temporarily blocked. During a TIA, symptoms can vanish within minutes as the blood flow returns, possibly causing minimal permanent damage. In some cases, a stroke can be fatal if immediate help isn't accessible. Seeking assistance promptly significantly improves the chances of a successful recovery. Who faces a higher risk of having a stroke? While strokes can affect anyone, certain individuals are more prone to experiencing them. Understanding if you're at an elevated risk is crucial, as it helps recognize warning signs. Although you might not be aware of a weakened blood vessel that could rupture, there are other stroke risk factors that can be identified through screening and often modified. The majority of strokes occur due to a blood clot or blockage in the blood vessels supplying the brain. Fortunately, many factors that heighten the risk of these blockages are within our control, allowing us to take steps to reduce these risks. You might have a higher likelihood of having a stroke if you are overweight, you smoke, you consume excessive alcohol, you have high cholesterol levels, your blood pressure is high, you have specific conditions like diabetes or atrial fibrillation. Adopting a balanced diet, engaging in regular exercise, and embracing a healthy lifestyle can significantly lower many of these risks. If you're interested in understanding your stroke risk, discussing with your doctor or arranging a health screening is advisable. Checking your blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and other related factors can provide insights into whether you're more prone to developing a blood clot or having a blocked artery that could lead to a stroke. 1. High blood pressure. High blood pressure is like when your blood pushes too hard against the walls of the tubes carrying it around your body. It's a bit like when water pushes too strongly through a hose. Most times, high blood pressure doesn't show any signs, but it's not good for your body. It can slowly hurt the tubes where your blood flows and make it more likely for you to have a stroke. To help keep high blood pressure in check and lower the chances of having a stroke, it's good to regularly check your blood pressure. Eat healthy foods that are good for your heart, do activities that get your body moving, and find ways to relax and unwind. 2. Fatigue. Feeling very tired all the time, even after getting lots of rest, might mean something isn't quite right with your health. And when you feel very tired for a long time, it could make it more likely for you to have a stroke. This tiredness might happen because you're not sleeping well or because of other health issues. To prevent problems like strokes, it's important to get enough rest, eat food that's good for your body, and talk to a doctor if you're always feeling very tired. 3. Vision problems. Imagine suddenly having trouble seeing things clearly, like when things seem blurry, or you see two of everything. Or you can't see out of one or both of your eyes. This could mean that you might be having a stroke. These changes in how you see things might happen because your blood isn't flowing well to your eyes or a nerve that helps you see. If your vision suddenly changes like this, it's really important to see a doctor fast to check if it's connected to a possible stroke. 4. Sudden headaches. Having a really bad headache that pops up suddenly, especially if it feels much worse than your usual headaches. Sudden headaches. Having a really bad headache that pops up suddenly, especially if it feels much worse than your usual headaches, could be a sign that a stroke might happen. These headaches can appear out of nowhere and be very strong, suggesting there might be issues with the blood vessels in your brain. If this headache comes with other concerning things like feeling dizzy, having trouble speaking, or feeling numb, it's crucial to see a doctor as soon as possible. 5. Numbness or weakness in legs. Suddenly feeling like your legs aren't working properly or that you can't move them, especially on just one side of your body, might show that a stroke could happen. Your legs might feel tingly, heavy, or like they're not moving right, indicating that the blood flow to your brain might be having problems. If you have trouble walking, keeping your balance, or moving your legs, it's important to understand that this might be connected to a possible stroke. 6. Difficulty speaking. Finding it hard to talk or understand others, like speaking slowly, having trouble finding words, or not understanding what people say, could mean a stroke might be coming. This can happen when the blood flow or nerves in the part of the brain that controls language are not working right. Seeing a doctor quickly is important to check if this might be linked to a possible stroke. 7. Memory problems. Sometimes, your brain might start acting differently, making you feel confused or finding it tough to remember things. When you struggle to concentrate or your thoughts seem all over the place, it might be a sign that a stroke could happen. Forgetting things often or feeling like you can't focus could mean that your brain might be in danger of a stroke. Getting help early from a doctor and making changes in your life, like finding ways to relax or doing exercises for your brain, can make the chances of having a stroke lower. 8. Loss of balance. Imagine feeling wobbly or like you might fall, even when you're just trying to stand or walk. That's what happens when your balance is off. Feeling dizzy or unsteady might mean a stroke could happen soon. These problems with balance might happen if something's not right in your brain or in the part of your ear that helps with balance. It's like a warning sign that there might be a higher chance of having a stroke. Keeping an eye on changes in how steady you feel and getting help if you feel unsteady is really important to stay safe. 9. Nausea and vomiting. Ever felt your stomach churn or suddenly felt like throwing up without a clear reason, especially if it's not because of something you ate? That feeling of being sick might actually be a sign that a stroke might happen. It's like your brain signals are mixed up, and that could mean there's a risk of a stroke. If you feel really sick or throw up a lot, it's important to see a doctor. They can figure out why it's happening and if it might be connected to a possible stroke, helping you stay healthy and safe. If you suspect that you or someone else is experiencing signs of a stroke, it's crucial to act quickly. Time is of the essence in such situations, as prompt medical attention can significantly improve the chances of recovery and reduce potential long-term effects. 1. Call for emergency medical help. Don't wait or attempt to drive yourself or the affected person to the hospital. Instead, call emergency services, 911 or the local emergency number, immediately. Inform them that you suspect a stroke and describe the symptoms you observed. Emergency responders can provide vital medical assistance on the way to the hospital. 2. Stay with the person. If you're with someone who may be experiencing a stroke, stay with them and keep them calm until medical help arrives. Ensure the person is in a safe and comfortable position. Do not offer any food, drink, or medication unless emergency personnel instruct you to do so. 3. Note the time symptoms began. If possible, try to remember or note down when the symptoms first appeared. This information can be crucial for healthcare professionals to determine the appropriate treatment. 4. Be prepared for the arrival of emergency services. Unlock the door and clear the pathway for the paramedics. Provide them with any relevant medical history or information about the person's condition. Thanks for watching. Please share and subscribe. Comment your ideas below. Your input matters.